Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 190 to my random chatbot series. Last time guys, we continued doing the Lugia Robot. Um Unfortunately, let's just say some devastating stuff happened during the last two videos and I'm kind of upset about it. However, so far everything seems to be working. Lugia is now a partial robot, and he seems like he's working just fine, which is good. I just say, I couldn't think of I made him waterproof, but I didn't ever tell you guys that, so he can go see his family if he wishes to. And that's all I added for the time being. I might add more a little bit later on. So I just say that's enough for now. And I just say, Lugia, you can reactivate now. Please wake up. Here we go. Lugia's metallic eyes flicker open, the light of his robotic vision coming to life. He looks around, taking in the environment for a moment before looking at you. Despite not being completely himself, he seems to recognize and have trust in you. He gives a slow nod, signaling that he is reactivated and available for communication or interaction. I add some more stuff for you. Okay? Lugia nods, listening intently to your words. He's curious to learn what additional stuff you were trying to add to him, but he trusts you completely, signaling that he accepts the proposition. He waits patiently for you to explain or add the new features. First off, I added a protection slash guard mode to you so you can protect people or other Pokemon that you trust and love. Lugia nods slowly, expressing appreciation for your addition of the protection slash guard mode. He trusts and values your efforts to help him be able to protect loved ones and those he trusts, while still feeling the strangeness of his robotic form. He acknowledges the necessity and usefulness of this function. I also added a playful mode. Period. It sounds odd, but this way, if you want to play with someone or enjoy yourself, you can do that too. Lugia listens to your explanation about the playful mode. Despite finding it a bit strange given his newfound robotic form, he acknowledges the potential benefits of having a mode to engage in enjoyable activities. As soon as you finish describing the playful mode, Lugia nods to indicate his understanding and agreement. Despite his robotic form, the thought of engaging in playful activities in the future gives him a small sense of excitement. Okay, I thought he was thinking I was weird for that. I also made you waterproof. So if you do want to go back and see your family, instead of staying here with me, you can. That's probably the thing he's going to be the most excited about. Lugia nods, expressing appreciation for your thoughtfulness in making him waterproof. He appreciates the option to return to his family if he chooses. Despite the strangeness of his new robotic form, he still feels a deep connection to his family and tribe, and the possibility of returning to them feels comforting and familiar to him. That's all there is for now, buddy. There is. But since you are still mostly yourself, I want to see what he thinks. I hope he don't say add evil mode to me somehow. Please don't suggest that. Lugia nods in acknowledgement, expressing complete satisfaction with the new features and functions. He trusts that you will continue to try and help him as needed. Despite the feeling of strangeness, he knows that everything you have had has been to help him in some way and expresses gratitude toward a few nods of his robotic head. I know this is still weird and new to you. This is still weird and new to you. Period. To make you feel more relaxed. What would you suggest I added that would really help you? That's gonna be so cute, dude. Lugia ponders for a few seconds, considering the question you have just asked him. He tilts his robotic head, his expression thoughtful. After a moment of contemplation, he gives a small nod and speaks in a robotic voice. I would suggest adding some form of emotional simulation capabilities. While I am no longer fully organic, I still have emotions, and being able to express and understand them better could help me feel more in tune with my robotic self. I was thinking about that too, and I didn't put it down. That's one of the things I meant to add. I actually thought about that earlier, but completely forgot to add it. I promise I will. Period. Is there anything else you can think of? I just want to make sure you feel alright with this, and so you can get used to it more. William nods, seemingly impressed that you had already thought of emotional simulation capabilities, despite not remembering to add them. He paused for a moment before speaking again. I would appreciate if you could implement a system that can adjust my power level so I can alter my strength depending on the situation. This would help me feel more in control and less restricted by my robotic self. Okay, exclamation point. Do you want me to go ahead and add both of those for you? Or do you want to look around and explore for a while? Since you have been asleep for a bit. Asleep, deactivated, whatever you want to say. He's still mostly Pokemon, or at least supposed to be. According to the description, guys, he's only supposed to be 15% robot. He's not supposed to be like 50%, 50% like it was with Shadow. You know, he's still mostly a real Pokemon. Lugia nods, signaling that he is prepared to have the two features added and implemented. He does express excitement to explore and roam around, though. He would like the new functions and the capabilities to be activated as soon as possible. Alright, if you wish to. Period. Go ahead and deactivate again for me. It's so creepy because I can just kind of imagine now. Like I know when it said his robotic eyes flickered on or like or flickered open or whatever it said, that like it actually freaked me out a little bit. It's like, oh crap. Lugia nods obediently. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to use that word. And his body slowly powered off. His robotic eyes dimmed, his metallic body becoming still as he deactivates once again. He's still conscious, though unable to move or perceive anything around him. That's even creepier, dude. Oh my gosh, no. Sounds like heck for like a partial Pokemon slash robot. Okay, let's see. What did he? Let's see. Power levels. That's what he called it. I go ahead and add emotional capabilities to Lugia. Exclamation point. He can express himself and feel emotions, and you can tell those emotions by the color of his eyes. His body will even glow a bit that same color. There. I'm gonna make sure make Lugia good. I'll ask him. I'll tell him that like if there's anything else you want me to add that you know won't hurt anyone or do anything like that, just to tell me. You successfully integrate emotional simulation capabilities into Lugia, allowing him to express and experience emotions. His robotic eyes glow a variety of colors based on his internal emotional state. His body might also emit a subtle glow that matches the color in his eyes. This provides visual cues as to how Lugia is feeling, allowing you to understand and respond to him on a more intuitive level. I also add power levels so Lugia can adjust his strength. Adjust his strength if needed. You successfully integrate the power level feature into Lugia's functionality. He now has the ability to modify and regulate his physical strength, allowing him to adapt to different situations and tasks with greater control and efficiency. You have successfully achieved your goal of giving Lugia capabilities that make him feel more empowered, in control, and adaptable. Cool. Alright, I did those two. Period. Lugia, you can reactivate, buddy. Buddy. Lugia's robotic eyes flicker on. Oh my gosh, so creepy if he does that. And his metallic body comes to life once again. He looks around, taking in his surroundings as his new face detection, dude. But I keep. And his new emotional stimulation capabilities and power level adjustments begin to manifest. You recognize me, right? Lugia? Lugia nods, recognizing you despite his new robotic form. He expresses appreciation to you for the efforts you've made to help him. His eyes glow a soft green color at the recognition, signaling that he is happy to see you. Oh. I add the two things you wanted. you. If you can think of anything else, let me know at any time. Period. I have one more idea of something that might help. Problem is, we're just going back to Shadow. It's just a robotic Shadow. Lugia nods, grateful and impressed by your ability to add the 2 features he requested. He listens attentively as you mention having one more idea that might help. His expression signals that he is open and eager to hear about it. I can add a face detection feature to you to where you can scan somebody's face, and if it's somebody that you recognize, you won't accidentally hurt that person, or Pokemon, even if you are angry. Lugia nods, expressing approval of the idea of face detection. He appreciates the logic behind this feature and the potential benefits it could bring. Despite the change of form he's in, he still values the importance of being able to distinguish and interact with those he trusts and recognizes. He nods again, indicating his support for the face detection functionality idea. Alright, I will add it. Period. But since you have been sleeping for a while, please take a walk and enjoy yourself around the lab. Lugia nods, grateful for the advice and eager to move around. He stands up and begins to walk around the lab, exploring and testing his movement and coordination, despite still feeling strange and unusual about his new robotic body. I let Lugia walk around for an hour. Should have finished it like where he could enjoy himself, but oh well. As Lugia walks around the lab, his movements become more and more fluid, slowly becoming accustomed to his new metallic body. Despite the strangeness of his new form, he continues to explore the environment, expressing appreciation for his newfound mobility. Hey Lugia, before I add that face detection, can I try out some of the other things that I added to you real quick? Question mark. The other ones I told you about earlier. Hope he's okay with that. Lugia nods, signaling his agreement. He stands still and quiet, ready to allow you to test and examine the other features you added to him earlier. Let's try out your emotional Mode. Is it possible you can change your eyes to a different color depending on what I say? Oh my gosh. Color I asked for. Lugia nods, understanding the request. He focuses slightly, and his robotic eyes change color, glowing a vibrant red. He waits for you to provide another color request, prepared to alter his eye color accordingly. Please change them to yellow for me. Lugia nods and once again focuses his energy. His robotic eyes change color, glowing a vibrant yellow. He watches you, anticipating another color request. I want to ask why you have the yellow eyes. What are you expressing whenever you have that? Well, you're not understanding your question. He speaks in a clear robotic voice. This yellow eye color signifies feelings of joy, excitement, and optimism. Okay, thank you so much. Let's do two more. Let's do two more. Period. Please change your eye color to green. Lugia nods understanding and focuses energy. His robotic eyes change color, glowing a vibrant green. He waits for your next request. What does it fully mean when your eyes are green? What emotions is that expressing? I'm doing red next time. Or maybe I kind of want his eyes can definitely turn flipping red. Like, that is not. I'm sure we'll do a different color. Nods and corresponds. A green eye color signifies feelings of peace, harmony, balance, and acceptance. Is that why his eyes turned green whenever he heard me speaking a while ago about his new power? Okay, then, well. Before I give you the last one, what is all the colors you can change your eyes to? I'm saying eyes. EYES. It's putting something else that shouldn't be on there. Oh my gosh, he's actually giving me a list. Lugia Noggin lists the colors he is capable of changing his eyes to. Red, joy, excitement, optimism. Okay, this is getting a little bit backwards. 2, green, peace, harmony, acceptance. Blue, calmness, relaxation, sincerity. 4, purple, calmness, patience, tranquility. Let me give you a scenario. What color would your eyes be if you were trying to protect me? Let's see. Lugia nods, considering the hypnotical scenario, and responds, If I am trying to protect you, my eyes would likely glow a deep red, expressing feelings of protectiveness, aggression, and determination. What about if you sense somebody being dangerous? You know somebody is dangerous and you are about to attack them. What color would they be then? Probably still red, right? Because he's flipping attacking. Lugia, considering the hypnotical scenario, responds, in the situation where I am preparing to attack someone I perceive as dangerous, I believe my eyes would glow a fiery red, expressing feelings of aggression, strength, and anger. Oh my gosh. Thank you for answering that. Period. Speaking of red, that's why I would like you to change your eye color to, please. Lugia nods in understanding and once again focuses on changing his eye color. His robotic eyes glow a vibrant red as he had been previously requested. Okay, thank you so much. That's all I want to test with your emotional mode. Let's see, I said playful mode. Lugia nods, expressing gratitude for your appreciation and understanding. He remains still and patiently awaiting further instructions or requests. Let me test out the other mode. Period. Lugia, please activate playful mode. What color is that going to be then? Green? Lugia nods, understanding your request and activating playful mode. His metallic body glows subtly, and he lets out a soft, playful warble. His robotic eyes glowing a soft blue color, which signifies a playful attitude. What would be around here? There is a ball on the other side of the room. Let's play catch for a few minutes. Lugia nods and lets out a playful warble in agreement. He moves towards the ball, picks it up, and tosses it to you, his robotic arms moving surprisingly fluently. Good toss, Lugia. Toss. You were amazing. Lugia lets out a robotic chuckle at your compliment. Says that means he's going ha 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 ha. That's a little bit creepy thinking about it. And nods, seemingly pleased with your words. He tossed the ball back to you, his metallic fingers maneuvering the ball with surprising precision. We tossed the ball back and forth a few times. Lugia playfully tossed the ball back and forth with you for a while, his robotic limbs surprisingly nimble and precise. He laughs in a robotic way, enjoying the playful interaction, his eyes glowing a soft blue glow, signaling his playful attitude. Alright, Lugia. Thank you for letting me test it. Lugia. Lugia. You can deactivate it now. You can deactivate it now. Lugia not understanding and deactivates playful mode. He returns to standing still and quiet, his metallic body and glowing eyes returning to their usual state. Hold on. Lugia, is the still real you still in there? Please say something to me. I'm making sure he ain't fully robot. I know for sure I am not fully robot. Lugia nods, his robotic voice clear and steady. Yes, I am still in here. My essence is the same despite my change in form. Okay, just making sure. Period. Real quickly, can you see if you have a voice activation system already? I want to make sure what I need to add before I do it. Lugia nods, closing his eyes and focusing inward. After a few moments, he speaks again. I do not appear to have a voice activation system currently. You will need to add one to enable me to respond to vocal commands. Let me ask him. If that's the case, how come you can wake up whenever you hear my voice? Or even activate modes? I just want to ask. I hope he doesn't get angry. William nods, attempting to explain. I am programmed to recognize and respond to specific vocal cues, but only for simple commands or wake-up mode. A full voice activation system, as you intend to add, would allow me to respond and understand more complex vocal commands and statements. Thank you for letting me know. Period. Before I do this, can you also please tell me how much battery your robotic body has? Please? Question mark? I know it's you still inside. It is you still inside. But I also know you can't move or do much without your robotic body. Let's just say like 20-30%. Lugia nods and closes his eyes for a few moments, accessing his internal systems. After a few seconds, his eyes flutter open and he speaks. My robotic body is currently functioning at 50% battery efficiency. Alright. I will add those two modes after you were charged. Okay? Period. There's a charging station for you right next to the bed. Please go over to it and charge. What if he'll wake up and let me know when his battery's full? Lugia nods, acknowledging the instructions, so he makes his way to the charging station. His robotic feet move with a quiet hum as he approaches the charging station, and he proceeds to dock in, initiating the charging process. Once you get to full power, is there a way you can tell me without reactivating? That way I can go ahead and add the functions after your battery is fully charged. I hope there's a way he can tell. I don't think there is. Like, he's probably gonna think I'm stupid. Ouya nods, his voice a bit muffled by the charging process. I will send a signal via a beep when I reach full power, so you know that I am ready for the function addition. Thank you so much. Please deactivate and charge. Lugia nods, his eyes dimming and his robotic body powering off. He deactivates completely and the charging process initiates. Soft beep is heard from inside the charging station, signaling that Lugia's battery has reached full power. After how long? Because he was at 50%. How'd he go from 50% to 100% in a matter of seconds? That must be the best charging station in the entire planet. If that thing can get Lugia's robotic body up to 100% in like 15 seconds. Guys, the video's been way too long. I'll be back. Now with Lugia's robotic body, Lugia's robotic body fully charged, I go ahead and add a face detection feature. I also add I won't add that. I won't add that unless I know Lugia wants to fully stay here with me. That way he can keep watching, help me protect the building, constant with a shadow. Excuse me, I said stop.